Silence over Iran's oil wells and the world's biggest fear. Imagine this, in the most sensitive region of the world, through which millions of barrels of oil pass every day, sudden silence falls. No explosion, no missile, no official declaration of war. Just one morning, the workers at the oil wells don't show up. Machines stay shut, pipelines run dry. And within hours, global stock markets start trembling. Chaos breaks out at petrol pumps, and governments are forced to call emergency meetings. This is where the fear begins. If something like this truly happens at Iran's oil wells, will the world be able to cope? And the curiosity is this. Could this threat be even more dangerous than bombs and missiles? Whenever crude oil prices or global supply are discussed, all eyes automatically turn to Iran and the Strait of Hormuz. Usually, the conversation stays limited to this. If the US or Israel attacks Iran, or if Iran blocks the Strait of Hormuz, there will be an oil crisis. But the real danger may be hiding somewhere else. A danger that doesn't appear on radar screens or satellite images. That danger is the anger of the people working inside Iran's oil industry. Today, from the outside, there appears to be calm at Iran's oil wells. But this calm is like the cold ash settled on the mouth of a volcano. Very few know what is boiling inside. The way Iran's internal situation has deteriorated in recent months has deepened the fear that if workers stop working, it won't remain just Iran's crisis. It will turn into a global oil shock. The brutal way in which the Iranian government crushed recent protests shocked the entire world. According to reports, the death toll could be in the thousands. The repression was so severe that it surpassed even the infamous events of 1988, 1999, and 2022 in Iran's 47-year history. The government may have regained control over Tehran and other major cities, but the question is, has it regained control over people's hearts and stomachs as well? US President Donald Trump, who initially made statements appearing to support the protesters, now says that the situation is under control. He stated that the killings in Iran have stopped. When asked about military action, he brushed the question aside, saying that America is closely monitoring the situation. But this statement hides a larger reality. Bullets can silence people, but inflation, unemployment, and economic collapse cannot be eliminated with bullets. Today, Iran's inflation rate has reached around 50%. Its currency, the rial, continues to fall. Ordinary people's savings are melting away. Unemployment is at its peak. The youth are afraid of the future, and the elderly are broken by the present. History shows that under such conditions, the first sector to shake is oil. Oil is the heart of Iran's economy. And controlling this heart is a powerful and controversial organization. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. The IRGC is not just a military force. It is also Iran's largest business network. Oil, gas, construction, telecom, ports. Almost every major sector has its direct or indirect presence. Under the patronage of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, it has become a system where economic reform without political change is almost impossible. Because of this, many analysts believe Iran may now be entering a new phase, civil disobedience. This means making the system stop functioning without picking up weapons or using violence. And if this civil disobedience reaches the oil fields, the impact will hit the global economy directly. This fear is not imaginary. History itself bears witness to it. The year was 1978. Iran was facing protests back then too. Initially, the Shah's government thought it could manage the situation. But then oil workers stopped working. Within weeks, Iran's oil production fell by nearly 80%. This was not just an economic shock. It was a direct blow to the backbone of power. This was the moment that laid the foundation of the Iranian Revolution and brought Ayatollah Khomeini to power. To this day, it is considered the largest oil outage in history. That same history still haunts Iran's rulers today. Perhaps giving voice to this fear, Reza Pahlavi, the son of Iran's former Shah, recently made an appeal on social media. He called on workers in the oil, gas, and energy sectors to begin a nationwide strike. His message was clear. If you want to challenge the regime, you must cut its economic pulse. However, there are many differences between Iran in 1978 and Iran today. Today, Iran's oil industry is far more militarized. The IRGC has direct control not only over infrastructure, but also over the people working there. Many employees are considered loyal to them. Moreover, major oil-producing regions like Khuzestan and 𝐮𝐭𝐞𝐬 are under heavy security surveillance. Organizing a strike there is not easy. Another major difference is that today most workers are on contract. They have no job security. Their wages are already crushed by inflation. In such a situation, a strike does not just mean protest. It directly puts their family's livelihood at risk. This is why, for now, the possibility of a large-scale strike appears low. But the danger has not completely disappeared. Because when economic conditions keep worsening, a single spark is enough. Today, Iran produces around 5 million barrels of crude oil and other petroleum liquids every day. This figure is almost the same as in 1978. The only difference is that today, the world's dependence on oil is much higher. Supply chains are more fragile, and alternatives are fewer. The most dangerous aspect is that this is a threat over which the White House has no direct control. The US can prevent military strikes. It has shown this by advising Israel and Iran not to attack each other's power plants. But America cannot stop protesters from taking to Iran's streets. It cannot order oil workers to keep working. Experts believe that Iran needs to focus more on its workers right now than on missile defense. Because bombs can shut down oil wells for a short time. But if workers walk away, the damage cannot be repaired even in months. And its impact will not be limited to Iran alone. If Iran's oil production suddenly drops, crude oil prices will skyrocket first. A new wave of inflation could begin across Asia, Europe and Africa. For countries like India, which depend heavily on oil imports, this would be a direct shock. Transport would become more expensive, food would cost more, and governments would face increased pressure to provide subsidies. This is why global powers may not openly talk about war, but behind the scenes they are closely watching the situation inside Iran. Because the real Black Swan event may not fall from the sky, it may rise from the ground. The silence over Iran's oil wells today is not relief. It is a warning. History has shown that whenever oil workers have raised their voice, power has shaken. The only question is, will history repeat itself this time as well? And if it does, is the world ready for it? This is the fear that is beating in the heart of the global economy today.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.